loved as much as I do. We're so fortunate to have two brilliant members of the film's creative team with us here tonight. Please join me in welcoming first the actress, Park So-dam. The writer-director, Bong Joon-ho. It's a moment to get settled and let everyone recover from that. Director Bong, I'll start with you. I spoke to you around the time of Okja, and you had mentioned that you were working on this weird, creepy little movie, family movie called Parasite. And now that we see it before us, it is weird and creepy, but there's nothing little about it. What is it like just being on the kind of roller coaster of this movie's astonishing success? Is it very gratifying? I'm sure. Is it surprising?
아니 사실 이제 감독의 일은 영화를 완성하는 순간 사실 끝나요. 본래 일은 3월 말에 저는 이 영화를 끝냈죠. 그 후로 이 영화는 단 1초도 바뀐 건 없는데 그 후에 깐느에서부터 또 이번에 미국 개봉 여러 가지 벌어진 일들에 대해서는 저도 정신이 실감이 잘 안 나요.
To be honest, a director's job ends when the film is finished. That's the original job of a director. And ever since I finished this film at the end of March, the film hasn't changed at all, not even a second. And so everything that happened from Cannes to now, its U.S. release, I have no idea what's going on.
오늘 이렇게 저 2층까지 쫙 앉아 계시는 거 보니까 되게 감사하고 또 약간 실감이 나려고 하네요. 뭔가 잘 되나 보다.
But now that I'm seeing the crowd, even up until the second floor, I feel very grateful, and now finally this film is hitting me.
Hello, nice to meet you. 저는 제가 좀 연기를 시작하고 좀 슬럼프가 와서 연기를 쉬고 있는 중에 감독님에게 연락을 받았었어요. 그래서 정말 믿을 수가 없었고 너무나 떨리기도 하면서 정말 제가 처음부터 믿지를 못했던 것 같아요.
Yeah, I got actually contact when I was having sort of a slump after having started my professional acting career. So when I got the contact from Director Bong, I was actually taken back because I was having a hard time at the time.
근데 감독님과 함께 한다는 것, 그리고 저의 아버지가 송강호 선배님으로 나오신다는 것만으로도 너무 욕심이 났었고, 그 이후에 감독님께서 시나리오를 보여주시는데 정말 기정이의 대사를 제가 굳이 외우려고 하지 않아도 너무 저에게 딱 들어맞는 그런 말과 말투, 그래서 벌써 감독님이 나를 좀 아시는 건가? 그런 생각이 들 정도로 이건 정말 놓치고 싶지 않다. 굉장히 욕심이 나는 캐릭터였고 그런 작품이었던 것 같아요.
But just the fact that it was going to be directed by Director Bong and my father's going to be played by Song Kang-ho, I couldn't resist. I could not pass this chance. And then after having read the script and reading the Ki Jung's dialogue, I felt like it was written just for me, and it was just fit right away. So I couldn't resist just passing this chance, and I felt like Director Bong somehow knew me personally because reading the dialogue was just straight away myself.
I love that. I love the character of Ki Jung in the movie, and it seems to me that the whole Kim family, of course, has this capacity for deception, but your character in particular seems like just a cut above everyone else. Was that, I gather that was what was that like? And just, you know, writing that character, playing that character as someone who is just the most natural con artist in a family of con artists.
일단 저희 가족은 정말 가진 거 없지만 서로 너무 사랑으로 똘똘 뭉친 그런 아주 사랑스러운 가족인 것 같아요. 그렇기 때문에 기정이도 기우도 특히 우리 오빠는 자기 방이나 침대가 없음에도 불구하고 단 한 번도 그걸 뭔가 불평불만을 한다든지 그런 아이들이 아니었던 것 같아요.
Yeah, even though our family didn't have much, actually nothing at all, but we were tightly bonded by love. And even I mean for my brother, he didn't even have a bed, but he wouldn't complain at all.
아주 잘한 일을 했다고 당당하게 얘기할 순 없지만 기정이는 그 누구보다 당당했던 것 같긴 해요.
I can't say I'm proud of what I did as a Kijong as a character, but I feel like Kijong she sort of felt that she was proud of what she had done.
그들이 저희 가족 4명이 정말 나쁜 사람들이 아니거든요.
I mean, as a person, as a human being, our family members are not bad people.
각자 가진 그 힘들과 에너지들을 박 사장님의 가족들을 만났을 때 빛을 발한 게 아닌가 하는 생각이 듭니다.
Each of our unique strength we had, it came out, it blossomed when we met and we went to the Park's family household.
And let's talk about this house, which is amazing, a feat of production design. And this house, I understand, did not exist. It's a set, an open set that you built, and including, of course, the Kim's semi-basement apartment as well. Talk about just that and what it's building that, and all the decisions you had to make, and for Sodan, what was it like just working on that set, hanging out on that set?
Not only the poor house she lived in, but also all the neighborhood and the alley is all the set we built in the middle of water tank because of flood sickness. So yeah, 거기서 촬영 다 하고 이제 마지막에 더러운 물을 깨끗한 물을 넣은가 마지막 이틀 이제 넣어서 홍수신을 찍었죠.
So we shot everything we needed to in that water tank, and on the last 2 days of shooting there, we poured in very clean sewage water for the flood sequence.
It's really clean. It looks dirty, but it's very clean for our actors and 진짜죠?
네, 보시기에는 조금 좀 더러워 보였을 수도 있지만 머드를 이용한 저희가 정말 셀프 케어가 가능할 정도로 아주 깨끗한 물이었습니다.
Yeah, it might look dirty, but it's really clean. I mean, we actually use that as a mud pack back in Korea, so it's a very clean sanitary.
부잣집은 이제 영화의 한 60% 이상 거기서 벌어지는 거의 뭐 하나의 유니버스죠, 작은. 그래서 공을 많이 들여서 디자인을 했는데요. 실제 아키텍트의, 그러니까 실제 건축가의 조언도 많이 들었고 미술 감독님.
So because around 60% of the film happens in the rich place, it had to feel like its own small universe. So we put in a lot of care to designing the house. Our production designer consulted actual architects during the process.
그 이제 부자 부부가 이제 나는 부자 그러니까 되게 세련됐다 자기들이 테이스트가 있고 뭔가 이렇게 유명한 예술가인 어떤 아키텍트 집에 산다 이런 걸 또 뽐내고 싶어하는 그런 캐릭터들이기 때문에 그 부부의 캐릭터가 이제 그 집 자체로 드러나야 되니까 신경을 이제 안 쓸 수가 없었죠.
And because the rich couple you see in this film, they want to seem very sophisticated, like they have high-class taste, and they want to show off that they live in this house built by a very famous artistic architect. And so the house really had to reflect the characters themselves, which is why we put in so much care.
거기 이제 뭐 화면에 보이는 가구라든가 소품, 프롭들 이런 게 다 엄청 비싼 거를 대여해오고 이런 게 많았었어요. 그래서 프로듀서가 항상 이제 그 기스나만 제발 조심하라고 하지 그랬죠.
And so the furniture and all the props that you see in those in that house, they were very expensive and most of all rented. And so the producer would come to us every morning, pleading with us to make sure that we don't scratch anything.
쓰레기통이 그 뭐지 이게 드는 저기 쓰레기통이 한 200만 원? 거기 거래나 어쨌든.
So the trash can where Ki-taek pulls the bloody tissue, that trash can was from Germany and cost us around $2,000.
반면 이제 우리 기정이가 살고 있는 그 가난한 집과 그 동네는 또 이게 실제로 철거하는 동네, 실제로 이제 리컨스트럭션하고 이제 재개발하고 있는 동네에 이제 버려진 집에 되게 오래된 재료 같은 걸, 뭐 문짝, 창틀 이런 걸 띄워와서 디자인이 그걸 가지고 그대로 세트를 만든 것도 많아요. 그래서 질감 같은 것도 되게 실감나고 우리 프로덕션 디자이너가 되게 또 리얼리즘을 추구하는 분이라 실제 음식물 쓰레기를 뭐 길에 갖다 놓고 굳이 그렇게 안 해도 되는데.
On the other hand, for the poor house that Ki-jong lived in, that entire neighborhood, the art department went to neighborhoods that were scheduled to be demolished and reconstructed and went to the abandoned homes to pick up the old materials from there, like the doors and the windows, and they used those materials to build the set. And that's why you have that very realistic texture in that neighborhood. And also because our production designer was very obsessed with realism, he actually brought in actual food trash bags. So he went that far to give it that sense of realism.
네, 그래서 저희 집에 거실에 실제로 냉장고가 있었거든요. 근데 그 냉장고를 한 번 연 이후로 모두 다 그 냉장고를 절대 열지 않기로 약속을 했었어요.
Yeah, so if you see in the movie, there's a refrigerator in the living room, and in one of the days, the cast members, we opened the refrigerator and we made a promise never to open it up again.
You block everything so meticulously, and you storyboard rigorously. The movie is so precise and controlled, but your movies, it's true of all your movies, they never feel airless or mechanical. There's a sense of life. And I have a question, just what, is it something you strive for on your sets, like that sense of control, but also an openness to spontaneity, to happy accidents, to whatever might happen?
그 기계적이지 않고 이렇게 생생하게 느껴지는 건 다 우리 훌륭한 배우들에 의존하고 있어요.
So I think the reason why my films don't feel mechanical and feel like they have life is all thanks to my actors. I really rely on them.
좀 무리한 비유라서 죄송한데 그 물고기에 비유한 그게 중요한 게 아니라 어쨌든 이게 되게 꽉 짜여진 스토리보드와 정교한 플랜이 있어도 원래 이제 에너지가 넘치는 물고기들은 꽉 잡고 있어도 엄청나게 펄떡거리잖아요. 그걸 멈출 수가 없고 우리 배우들이 그래요. 배우들이 워낙 에너지와 표현력이 좋기 때문에 제가 이렇게 정교한 어떤 트랙을 짜놔도 끊임없이 어떤 살아있는 에너지를
So I apologize for this quite rude analogy, but even with my meticulous storyboard and my controlled environment, my actors have this incredible energy where they're like fish. You know, when you grasp fish very tightly in your hands, they still manage to flap around. So they have that sort of explosive energy that shows through, despite no matter how meticulous setup I give them.
Is that true? Do you feel like a controlled fish? And and what is Director Bong's style like day to day for you as an actor and for the other actors as well?
아니, 정말 감독님의 콘티는 너무나 명확하고요. 정말 뭐 애드립이 있었냐는 질문도 많이 받았었는데 애드립이 들어갈 자리가 없을 정도로 굉장히 촘촘하게 계획이 되어 있어요. 그래서 저희는 그 안에서 정말 감독님을 믿고 신나게 춤을 췄다라고 표현할 수는 있을 것 같아요.
Yeah, obviously Director Bong's storyboard is very precise, and a lot of people ask if there's any room for improvise, and you feel like it's very dense and very meticulously thought out. But I feel like there's a boundary set up, and I feel like I had an opportunity to trust this vision and dance around as much as I could and enjoy the experience.
이게 저희가 잘해서가 아니고 정말 감독님을 믿었기 때문에 그렇게 할 수 있었던 것 같아요.
It's not that we were good, but we trusted Director Bong.
그렇게 많이 얘기하지 않아요. 현장에서.
I don't really talk that much with my actors on set.
맞고 살 것 같은 느낌 그런 것들. 육체적으로도.
So even physically, you know, the mom is obviously the stronger one. You always feel like she has the upper hand physically over the husband, Ki-tae.
이 부잣집 부부는 겉으로 표면상으로는 되게 모던하고 세련된 것 같지만 사실은 보면 되게 가부장적이죠. 그 남편이 마치 그러니까 부하 직원 다루듯이 부인을 부인도 그러잖아요. 뭐 나 이거 뭐 저기 뭐 이거 애기 아빠 하면 능지차찬 된다, 뭐 교수형 된다 이런 얘기. 마치 그 상사를 무서워하는 부하처럼 쩔쩔매고 있는 수직적인 것 같아요.
So with the rich couple, on the surface they seem very modern and sophisticated, but he's actually very patriarchal. He almost treats her like she's one of his employees, and even the wife, you know, at one point she talks about how she's afraid that he will, you know, chop and quarter her. So they have this very hierarchical relationship where she's almost scared of him, like he is her boss.
그리고 이제 세 번째 가족이 있죠. 지하에.
And then you have a third family in the basement.
그들을 보면 부부 같지가 않고 약간 엄마랑 애 같기도 하고 되게 이상하죠.
And they have a really strange relationship where they seem like mother and son rather than husband and wife.
되게 여러 가지 기이한 관계들이 뒤엉켜 있는데 여기 이제 특히 나와 있으니까 그렇지만 이제 소담은 약간 기정 캐릭터가 이제 마지막에 이제 죽게 되는데 그게 어떻게 보면 영화가 되게 슬픈 지점인 것 같아요.
So in this film, you have a lot of very strange, absurd relationships intertwined with each other, and you know, especially in the ending, you have Ki-jung die, and I think that leaves a very sad emotion.
그게 참 아이러니컬한 게 뭐냐면은 그 터져버린 그 비극을 피할 수 있는 찬스가 있었거든요. 그게 이제 기정이랑 엄마가 그 미트볼 가지고 얘기하는 거예요. 만약에 거기서 간발의 차이로 기정이가 지하에 소담 양이 지하로 내려갔더라면 워낙 똘똘하고 야무진 친구이기 때문에 어떤 협상을 할 수도 있었을 것 같아요. 근데 그게 이제 간발의 차이로 그게 무산이 되죠. 그러면서 결국은 비극이 터지는 거라서 어떤 그 모녀가 거기서 되게 올바른 방향으로 방향을 잡았는데 그게 실현되지 못한 게 어떻게 보면 안타까운 거예요.
And it's a big irony that they had an opportunity to avoid the tragedy that explodes in the end when Ki-jung is with her mom and you know she's holding the meatballs, and you know if they had actually gone down to the basement, because Ki-jung is such a smart character, she might have negotiated something with the man in the basement, but you know they couldn't, and that's why the tragedy happens. So they were on the right path, they just weren't able to actualize it, and that's why the ending is so sad.
Ki-jung's death is really devastating, and you know you have this movie that is so darkly funny in moments, and the emotional impact of that hits me every time I see it. So now, can you talk about just your character? You know, as one of the ones who pays the ultimate price in the end. What was it like filming that crazy and devastating final scene? Especially your moments with when Song Kang-ho is trying to save you and can't.
근데 제가 막상 딱 그 장면을 찍을 때는 감독님께서 말씀하신 게 있었어요. 제가 기정이는 죽지 않을 것처럼 보였으면 좋겠다라는 말씀을 하셨었거든요.
So when we were shooting that scene, actually director Bong told me that he wanted for the Ki-jung to seem like she was not about to die.
그래서 저는 어떻게 하면 기정이답게 죽을까? 그리고 어떻게 하면 얘는 계속 죽지 않을 것처럼 보일까에 대한 얘기를 감독님과 나눴었고, 그래서 감독님께서 대사를 주시기도 했었고, 저는 기정이답게 죽을 수 있어서 너무 좋았고요. 그리고 그 장면에서 기정이의 정말 캐릭터가 완성되는 듯한 느낌을 받았었거든요.
And director Bong and I talked a lot about how the Ki-jung would die, and what would be the appropriate way to show that character and to sort of show that she's not actually dying at this moment. And we talked about, Director Bong even gave me some dialogues and lines to try out. And I'm actually very proud that Ki-jung dies in her own unique way, that only that she can pull it out.
네, 시간이 조금씩 지나면서 이제 나는 우리 가족들과 이제 밥 한 끼를 같이 못 먹는구나라는 생각이 들 때마다 조금씩 슬퍼지더라고요. 왜냐하면 영화를 보시면 저희 가족들이 4명이 모여서 밥을 먹는 장면이 좀 나오는데 사실 요즘 저희가 그렇게 4가족이 모여서 한 끼 식사를 하기가 쉽지 않은데 그들은 그걸 굉장히 자주 했던 가족들인 것 같은데 그 부분이 제일 좀 속상했던 것 같아요.
So as the time passed, the thing that I was saddened by was that I could not eat with all 4 of our family members together. That was the most saddest part because nowadays it's really hard for any family members to get together and eat together. And actually Kim family, they had a lot, they would eat, get together and eat a lot of times. So that was the most saddest part, that realizing that I wouldn't have a chance to do that anymore.
Well, that brings me to what will be my last question, and to end this on a lighter note. Food is very important in your movies, and the scene with the noodles, the instant noodles. I don't know if you're. I just want. Tell me about that scene. I don't know if you are aware. People are tweeting photos of their instant noodles now, and with hashtag Parasite, and it's creating this kind of japaguri craze. Was this intentional?
특정 브랜드를 무슨 홍보하려고 한 건 아닌데.
So I'm not trying to promote specific brands right now.
이게 그 한국 이제 애들이 대중적인 음식, 그러니까 되게 좀 저렴한 인스턴트 누들 2개를 섞은 거예요. 애들이 또 되게 좋아하는 짜장면.
So it's a mixture of 2 very popular and cheap instant noodles, and it's very popular with the children in particular.
그러니까 부잣집에도 애는 애 거지 뭐. 그러니까 애니까 그걸 좋아하는 거예요. 근데 그거를 먹는 거를 또 부잣집 엄마는 그걸 용납을 못 하는 거죠. 부자다운 또 토핑을 해야 되는 거죠.
So even the rich kid, you know, he's still a kid in the end, and that's why he loves this dish. But the mom can't accept the fact that her son would eat such a cheap dish, and so she has to add a topping fit for the rich.
그거는 저희 창작이에요. 그렇게 해서 먹는 사람은 없었는데 제가 창작한 거고. 뭐 근데 그거를 영화 보고서 이렇게 한번 해보는 분들이 많다고 하더라고요.
And that's something that I invented. People usually don't add sirloin to that dish, but now it seems like a lot of people are trying it out. That's what I heard after its release.
근데 그거를 또 약간 과하게 또 해석하시는 분도 계셔가지고 어디 블로그에 보니까 지하의 그 커플과 이렇게 가난한 2 가족이 뒤엉켜 싸우고 그 위에 부자 가족이 이제 눌러 앉아 있다. 그래서 썰로인이 있는 거고. 그래서 오, 야 이런 해석이 나는 몰랐었는데.
And someone actually had a very deep analysis of that scene. I read it on a blog where japaguri basically represents the couple in the basement, the Kim family fighting one another and being intertwined, and you have the rich family who is sitting on top of them and sort of crushing them. So it's like the sirloin on top of the 2 cheap noodles.